Oh man, I have to start with that. We're talking about cakes in the chat. They were always cooking for talking about the Three Stooges. They were always cooking for rich people, and they never once fed a crowd because they could not cook. That- That's so true in so many of the Three Stooges episode. Oh my God, that's funny. Welcome to Trivia Night. We're going to get to this. Let me get to the intro. Why not? What the heck?
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Hey everybody, Hi Boy Donuts and Donald Duck Apple Juice. Welcome to Trivia Night on a Saturday evening here, and we're going to do something a little bit different. Classic Hollywood movies trivia. So it's going to encompass a whole lot of different great old classics. So yeah, talking about Three Stooges, that was just too funny. I never even thought of that, like the Three Stooges. They were always cooking for rich people, but they really never did make a meal and feed them. And if they did, remember they were getting jewelry in the cake or the food or the soup. I love when Curly's watch was in the bowl of soup. Anyways, anywho, hello everybody in the chat. Hey Ginger, what's going on? Connie Clary, Scarecrow Ninja, what's going on? CM is here. Jeremiah is here. Dave Plouffe, hey, what's going on? Looks like that's it. I'm sure people will come in here. Remember the stuffing of the turkey? How can you forget it? Curly was putting hard metal cans of stuffing or cranberry sauce or whatever it was. I don't know. Black Roses, what's going on? JLR. Yeah, all these streams are definitely going to start off with good evening, Hi Boy Donuts, and Donald Duck Apple Juice. From now on, I'm looking to put together something for RTN, our good friend Dennis. Rest in peace. Love you, man. Going to miss you, but we are going to keep things rolling on here for you. And I think you're in chat somewhere saying something. I went back and watched. If you want to have a good stream with Denny, RTN Productions, go back and rewatch the Name This Giallo Film, Wrong Answers Only. It was just pretty much the Denny show. I mean, everybody did good job with it, but he just kept coming up with these weird, wacky names and titles that then you know how Dennis would get. He would go on and on and on with incorporate. It just was a funny stream. I was looking back on it and it was funny. Judy Gayhart, I didn't forget you. Hello, Judy. I really appreciate you. Of course, I appreciate each and every one of you. Trogdor the Burninator is here. Matt Maddox, what is going on, Matt? Definitely good to see you. David Stormo, what is going on, David Stormo? I think first time here, unless you changed your name, but welcome. You're trying to send money. I'm not going to push how to do it, but I mean, there are links. Like here's a couple links to join the channel or join Patreon. That's usually the best way. But down at the bottom, that little super chat thingy, little money sign down at the bottom, you can send a super chat. But yeah, no, I'd appreciate that. That's really, really nice of you. Hello, Kathy. Good to see you. 561 Chapa City Night Fright Talk Show. We are all weird. Yes, we are all weird. I'm going to get a real quick one in here. They're not all going to be A, B, C, or D. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss a thing. Every Saturday, I think, going on here, we are going to do trivia nights. I got something really cool coming up next week for trivia night. It's going to be Name That Horror Movie. They're going to be old classic horror movies. I'm going to put a picture up, and you're going to, the first one to name the picture, the movie from the picture, wins. So you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a little bit different. I'm changing these up, doing them in different ways. Patreon is groovy because, oh, listen, Ginger. Yeah, let me say that. If you become a channel member or a Patreon member, you get access to Discord, a Discord group where there's a streaming room. They pretty much watched X-Files all day today, but there is a movie night every Friday night at 8 p.m. where we all get together, have fun. But yeah, they watched X-Files all day today on the Discord group, so it's fun. Anyways, people love visuals. Yeah, no, I think that's going to be really, really cool. Actually, next Saturday you got something. Oh yeah, that's right. I can't forget that. Next Saturday, it'll be the Saturday after that, or maybe before. Maybe I'll do a trivia in the middle of the week here. Maybe Thursday. But me and Dave Plouffe will be doing. How could I forget, Dave? Because I haven't posted it yet. We are going to do murder. Oh, Dave, Murder by Death. Commentary, watch along, like we did Clue not long ago. So Dave's going to be on this channel with me, talking Murder by Death. Jeez, I'm belching up a storm here. Not that you guys want to hear that, but yeah, I'm okay. Thanks, Trog. I missed it. Okay, gotcha. Whoa, I know, Dave. I'm losing it. Okay, here. First question. Not always going to A, B, C, or D, but you guys should know some of these. First question: what 1927 film is credited with the commercial Ascendance of Sound Films, Talkies? I'm not saying the name because I think everybody, you guys should know this. You should know this. But the question is, what 1927 film is credited with the commercial Ascendance of Sound Films, the Talkies? And go. Had to throw a question out there real quick. Do you have your water? I don't, so I'm going to have issues tonight, Connie, and I'm not going to get it. So, this ain't good, but, Nosferatu. Oh, so it is going to be harder than I thought. Trogdor. Nosferatu. No. Dave Plouffe, Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind. No, come on. 1927. Dave, you're joking. Anyways, it's not all horror movies. This is just a broad range. There you go, CM. CM gets a point. First point tonight goes to CM with Jazz Singer. The Jazz Singer is the answer. Essentially marking the end of the silent cinema era, Alan Crossland's The Jazz Singer was the first feature-length film with synchronized dialogue, which led to the ascendancy of so-called talkies. Based on a 1925 play by Samson Raffleson, The Jazz Singer included 6 songs performed by Al Jolson, who appeared in blackface for the Warner Brothers production. It was nominated for Best Writing Adaptation at the very first Academy Awards, but did not win. So there you go. CM on with the first point of the evening. And then on we went, right? Poetic Justice, good to see you. Good to see you, Poetic Justice in WWM. But yes, it is not good. Scarecrow Ninja Metropolis, a good choice, as would be maybe The Wizard of Oz, The Way of All Flesh. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ones you could have come up with, but yeah, very good, very good. On to the next question. Yeah, here we go. Angel E.I. What is going on, Angel? Good to see you. Welcome. Ouch, says Matt Maddox. Okay. But yeah, this is going to incorporate all kinds of old films, classic movies, some from the 60s, some, of the past, classic films of the past. But question number 2, here we go. I need to clean up the kitchen, but I'm listening, Dino. Don't. It's trivia night, Angel. When does the show begin? Oh, don't get me going, Angel. What do you mean, when does the show begin? I'm sitting here talking to you. This is trivia night where I ask questions. Usually do it every Saturday. I ask questions, and CM so far has the first point. Poetic Justice, $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Poetic Justice. Much love to you. And again, High Boy Donuts and Donald Duck apple juice. I guarantee you that's going to be said every time a super chat is here, in remembrance of good old Denny and RTN Productions. Next question. The 2020 Oscar-winning film Mank is about the development of the screenplay of which 1940s classic? So the next question is, especially for Stairpike, of course, 90s music. The 2020 Oscar-winning film Mank is about the development of the screenplay of which 1940s classic? Let's see if somebody knows this. Listen, I could always give clues, but I'm not going to do that. Dino for president. Well, hey, thanks, Maddox. I appreciate that. Would I take it? Sure, why not? Yeah, give me. Oh boy, this may be a CM night. Point number 2 goes to CM. CM. Yes, it is Citizen Kane. Dave Blueface is Citizen Kane. Very, very cool. No, Dino is too tough. He has very high standards. Rare Window. Harry Scott, what's going on? Good to see you. Yes. The answer is Citizen Kane. Directed and starring Orson Welles and written mostly by Herman Mankiewicz, who Mankiewicz's name is big on Turner Classic Movies, of course. Not so much now. It's changed hands, but 1941 Citizen Kane is often considered to be the greatest film ever made, ranking number 1 according to both the American Film Institute and the British Film Institute. Although the RKO Radio Pictures film wasn't exactly a runaway hit at the box office, it earned 9 Oscar nominations, winning only for Best Original Screenplay. So unbelievable. And, you know, I do see mixed reviews on Citizen Kane still to this day. I watch it and I go, unbelievable filmmaking. But some people kind of don't feel the same way. But anyways, I agree, Dino, for president. JLR, if only that it were that easy, you know? But anyways, I'd be like a tornado through that building. Anyways, yeah, moving on. So there you go. I would vote for Dino if he appointed me Empress. See him? You know, I would, yeah, you know, I'd appoint you for something. You seem smart enough, you know. I'd have you do something with Hollywood film. Anyways, the Censor Bureau. I don't know. Wyatt is I. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Dino, good. Good to see you, Wyatt is I. No, Dino's hard ass. Well, hey, calm down, Ginger. Not that hard ass. Anyway, okay, next question. Question number 3. Here we go. I'm going to keep this going. These are fun questions. But the next trivia night is going to be, and it may be this Thursday or something. I don't know. It may not just be Saturday. I may throw in a couple here and there. The next trivia night will be me throwing up a picture, a still of a scene in one of these old horror movies, and first person to come up with the name of the movie gets a point. So there you go. Let's see who wins that. Boo, the Tubes and Mongols. It's really one of my CM. Yes, it's truly one of your favorite films ever. Yeah, I mean, come on. Not much bad to say about it. But question number 3. What 60s classic is the only X-rated film to win the Academy Award for Best Picture? Is it A, In the Heat of the Night, B, Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, C, A Clockwork Orange, or D, Midnight Cowboy? So, what 60s classic is the only X-rated film to win the Academy Award for Best Picture? A, In the Heat of the Night, B, Beyond the Valley of the Dows, C, A Clockwork Orange, or D, Midnight Cowboy? I think pretty easy right there. Dave Plouffe for president. Listen, I think I know I'd vote for Dave Plouffe over who, I mean, come on. Okay, I don't want to miss this. Astro Zombies a go-go. I started a trend, says Matt Maddox, and it only gets better. Let's see. C, B. John Victor. John Victor. There you go. Yeah. It's Midnight Cowboy. I thought along your road along moviness or moviness. What the hell is going on with me? I'm hopped up on something. Did I drink my Ovaltine today? Along your journey of watching movies throughout the years, you had to have heard Midnight Cowboy being X-rated. You know what I mean? I mean, I've known that probably since I was a teen. But anyways, good on you, John Victor, coming in first. Herb Ush, hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Midnight Cowboy also. So we got Tab, 75 draws. Definitely good to see you, Tab. Welcome. 12-inch Lando. 12-inch Lando. And you have the Lando Calrissian avatar profile. Pretty sweet. Let me put it up on there just to show. Look at it. 12-inch Lando. Pretty darn sweet. I like that. Anytime you got toys, as you can see, various aspects of toydom. Fancy action now. Says Midnight Cowboy. I quite like that name also. Welcome to the stream, says Midnight Cowboy. Fancy action now. Good. Rover answered it first, Dino. Oh, come on. Don't give me this. Don't give me this stuff. You're making me go back and stop. And Rover, you're nowhere. Midnight Cowboy. Nope, John Victor said it. It's up on the screen, Rover. It's up on the screen. The person to come through first was John Victor. And then Herb Ush, and then Wyatt is I, and then Rover comes in with Midnight Cowboy. So I put my stream up on, that's why you see it off to the right there, so that everybody sees what I see in order. You can go back. Take my word for it. It's on there. Anyways, Terrible D. What's the 12-inch reference? Terrible D. Come on. We'll do your exquisite moviness. My moviness. Yeah. And your movie dumb. I don't think toys is what he means by 12-inch. Oh, maybe. No politics, right? Okay, here. Next question. CM with 2, John Victor with 1. I didn't even talk about the rating. When the motion picture for Midnight Cowboy initially reviewed John Schlesinger's 1969 drama Midnight Cowboy, they gave the film an R rating. However, they changed it to an even harsher X rating due to the homosexual frame of reference and how this could have a possible influence upon youngsters. By 1990, the MPAA had dissolved the X rating and introduced the new NC-17. Midnight Cowboy earned 7 Oscar nominations, winning for Best Picture, Director, and Adapted Screenplay. Waldo Salt screenplay. So, very, very interesting for the reasoning behind that. Yeah. The lag prevails. I'm never fast. Okay, next question. What was the first feature film to include Charlie Chaplin's iconic silent movie character, the Tramp? A, Modern Times, B, The Gold Rush, C, City Lights, or D, The Kid? So which one? Charlie Chaplin, The Tramp, A, Modern Times, B, The Gold Rush, C, City Lights, or D, The Kid? I started a trend. I don't I know Lando 12-inch. Oh, it's too good. Too good. Anyways. Oh, Dave. Mr. Hollywood. um the first person to get it. CBBBCBD. Wait, hold on. Get out of here. What's going on? Wyatt is I with D. So Wyatt is I is on the board with 1 point. It is D, the kid. D, the kid. Introducing the Tramp. A hotel set was built for Mabel Norman's picture, Mabel's Strange Predicament, 1914, and I was hurriedly told to put on funny makeup, explained Chaplin in 1933, about how he came up with the tramp persona. This time I went to the wardrobe and got a pair of baggy pants, a tight coat, a small derby hat, and a large pair of shoes. To add a comic touch, I wore a small mustache, which would not hide my expression. 1921's The Kid was Chaplin's directorial debut. So there you go. Info. That was a TED question. Yeah. Ted and his. Listen, Charlie Chaplin. Listen. Ted loves all of them, all of those silent, but yeah, Charlie Chaplin, 12-inch Lando. I left it ambiguous for years, added the pick a short time ago to clarify a bit. Okay, I gotcha. So Wyatt is I gets the point on the board with 1, John Victor with 1, and CM with 2. CM still with the, listen, that's pretty funny, 12-inch Lando. I especially like you having the picture there. I have some issues with Chaplin, but he is a legend and deservedly. Did you like Robert Downey as Chaplin? I couldn't bring myself to watch the movie, Dave. Is it good? Is it good? Because I didn't watch it. I don't know. I can't see. I don't know. I like the. It's hard. Like, listen. I attempted and did watch the Laurel and Hardy movie, and it was done very, very well. And the actors portrayed Laurel and Hardy very, very well. Even the Three Stooges comedy that was maybe a decade ago now. Is that how long ago that was? They did them well, but it's just not the same, but I'd be curious. Yeah, it was amazing, and I am not a fan of Chaplin. Okay, Dave. Well, you may like it more because you're not a fan of Chaplin, and I might like it less because I am a fan of Chaplin. But anyway, I'm not ideal fit for the community, but I love y'all's company and everyone's attitude, Trogdor. What the heck does that mean, Trogdor? An ideal fit for the community. You're here, you're a fit. I think you've blended in very well with everybody, whether it's in chat, streams like this. I don't think there's anything having to do with fitting in. There is love to go around for everything. Listen, I got a bit of horror. I've got a bit of everything on this channel. So, yes, you are one of us, Trogdor. I've never even thought that for 1 second, so I'm not even sure where that came from. Hopefully, you don't feel that. Trivia night proves my ignorance. No. Listen, it's okay. You're not the only one, man. Yeah, no, one of us. You are good. Next question. And a lot of times this is for fun. You guys chat. I make myself out a fool a lot of times. It's you maybe learn something through some facts and say, oh, I did not know that. but for what it's worth, it is what it is. So one of us, Google gobble, Google gobble. There you go. Next question. When asked in an interview what films Orson Welles would take on a hypothetical Noah's Ark, he responded with what French film title? A Grand Illusion. B, Breathless. C, The 400 Blows. Or D, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. So again, when asked in an interview what film Orson Welles would take on a hypothetical Noah's Ark, he responded with what French film title? A Grand Illusion, the Grand Illusion. B, Breathless. C, The 400 Blows, and I'm not going the way of 12-inch Lando. Or D, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. So there you go. Oh, looks like, oh, yeah. Matt Maddox says Midnight Cowboy again. What? Herb Ush, a newbie. Somebody new. Somebody new. He says A, and you are correct. Let me get you on the board here. Herb Ush. I got it. Oh, thank God this is an R-rated channel. Herbush. I got it. Okay, so you got a point there. Good for you, Herb Ush. I'm going to say Herb Ush. See, I wasn't even making it sound like that. I was saying Herb Ush. But yes, good for you. The answer was The Grand Illusion. If we were loading on the Ark now and you could grab 4 or 5 films, not your own, but other people's, to save on the Ark for prosperity, what would you grab? Asked Dick Cavett of Orson Welles in 1970. Welles responded, La Grande Illusion by Jean Renoir. And something else. The 1937 French masterpiece starred Jean Gabin, Dita Parlo, and Pierre Fresnay. Bonjour, bonjour. So there you go. The Grand Illusion. Hey, what? Have a dirty mind? I mean, come on. You call up a bar and you say, hey, is Herb Bush there? Is Herb Bush? Listen, I get it. I wasn't born yesterday. I may have been born tomorrow. Not yes. It doesn't matter. Anyways, it's a great film, Trog. 400 Blows is a great title. It is a pretty good title. It's very interesting. Herb Ush. Okay, so listen, I'm going with it. You're not tricking me. I am taking Casablanca, Star Wars, The Thing, and Rear Window. All good ones to take, Dave. Oh, that's tough. I'm taking The Burbs, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, The Maltese Falcon, and Casablanca. How about that? There you go. Anyways, and that was just off the cuff. If I thought about it a little bit longer, maybe it'll change. Next question. Here we go. For which Marlon Brando role did Criterion, and Criterion's kind of a Blu-ray, they bring out some of the best quality film to print. So for which Marlon Brando role did Criterion rank as the greatest film performance of all time? Is it A, Last Tango in Paris? B, A Streetcar Named Desire? Stella! C, On the Waterfront? Or D, The Godfather? So for which Marlon Brando role did Criterion rank as the greatest film performance of all time? A, Last Tango in Paris, B, A Streetcar Named Desire, C, On the Waterfront, or D, The Godfather? Let's see if you guys get this one. Oh, man, look at this. Look at that there. Man, you're coming in quick. I could have been a contender. Stella. Remember Elaine Bennis in Seinfeld when she got bruised eyes and she went highly medicated to the meeting with Jerry, and she was Stella. Let's see. On the Waterfront is the correct answer. I see. I'd better realize is here. Hello, I'd better realize. Listen, we can all give our own opinions on what we think is the best, but I kind of agree. It is on the waterfront. So it is on the waterfront C, and Terrible D gets it first. So Terrible D does not have to run to the bathroom tonight, I don't think. He is here and he gets a point. So 1 point for you, Terrible D. Way to go. And let me see. I'm always curious who else. A lot of people said B, A Streetcar Named Desire. Listen, yeah, good. But On the Waterfront, I would say if you haven't watched it in a while, go revisit On the Waterfront. A movie that if you overlooked it, give it another shot. Portraying Terry Malloy, a former prize fighter who becomes a dock worker. Method actor Marlon Brando gave what many film critics considered his best performance of his impressive career. He won both the Academy Award and the Golden Globe Award for the Best Actor for On the Waterfront. While Premiere Magazine ranked Brando's part as the second greatest movie performance to date, behind only Peter O'Toole's in 1962's Lawrence of Arabia. So good company there with Lawrence of Arabia. But yeah, listen. On the Waterfront. Well, first of all, Marlon Brando. I mean, he gave some of the greatest performances ever. I mean, there are great actors, but then there are the Marlon Brandos. And I'm not going to say they're my favorite movies of all time, but the performances, some of the best. Anyways, I know Connie Clary. Listen, anyone ever see SCTV's On the Waterfront Part 2? I'd have to look that up. Judy says, Dino, I can't get it to work, but we'll try again. Yeah, listen, Judy, no worries. Don't worry about it. You figure it out if you want. And but I would definitely say to become part of either the channel. Right there, the links are right there. The channel or the Patreon. Again, movie nights every Friday night. Today's Saturday for 6 hours, I believe, or close to it. They watched the X-Files in Discord streaming room. So always good stuff there. Darren Garcia, what is going on? Good evening, ladies and germs. Bump. Good to see you, Darren Garcia. Cyberpup, what is going on? Always good to see you, Cyberpup. Moving on to the next question. As CM still in the lead with 2 points, John Victor on the board, Wide as I, Herb Ush, and Terrible D with 1 point. Next question, moving on. When adjusted for inflation, which 1930s classic still remains the top grossing film of all time? Is it A, The Wizard of Oz, B, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, C, King Kong, or D, Gone with the Wind? And the answer is also, it was awesome chatting with friends and watching X-Files. Awesome. Very cool. Dave Plouffe goes with Wizard of Oz, but then Tab 75. Was that that wasn't real tough. It looks like John Victor also got it. Wide as I also got it. But coming in first is Tab 75 draws with Gone with the Wind. So Tab 75 is on the board. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. And let's see. Antavis. Am I saying that right? Welcome to the channel. Antavis. Antavis. I think I'm saying that right. Antavis. Antavis. If it's wrong, let me know. But welcome to Trivia Night. Welcome to the chat. And welcome to Classic Movie Trivia, right? Good to have you here. I'm pouring drink to RTN. Let him forever live on this channel. He will forever live in this channel. He is in the chat right now. Hi Boy Donuts and Donald Duck Apple Juice. Always. Always. And I'm working on some kind of thing for him. But as I said a little bit later, streams, the live chats for the streams are always saved. So you can always go back to a later stream and watch some of the conversations RTN had. He will forever live in the chat. And I will never forget him. Even when I'm really, really old and in the bed and going, that Denny, he was something else, hi Boy Donuts, buddy. So yes, you got it right. Also, hello. Very cool, Antavis. Very cool. And I love the name. Anyways, yes, RTN, rest in peace, our dear beloved friend. He will keep us laughing always in the chat. But the name that Giallo film, Wrong Answers Only title. If you go back to that stream, he was on fire, man. I was watching it last night and it was great. It was great. Seaweed. Is there a seaweed here? What's it? Sean MNT. What's going on, Sean? Good to see you. If there's a seaweed here somewhere, Funky Seaweed. Hello, Funky Seaweed. Good to see you. Next question. Oh, wait. When Victor Fleming's Gone with the Wind, D, when Victor Fleming's cinematic adaptation of Margaret Mitchell's Gone with the Wind bestseller came out in December 1939, it would quickly go on to become the top earning movie at the time and held the record for more than 25 years. With re-releases, the 10-time Oscar winner grossed nearly $400 million worldwide. However, when adjusted for inflation, Gone with the Wind sits at the staggering $3.724 billion in, roughly US dollars. So there you go. Very cool. Very cool. Black roses. I prefer Funky Seaweed over regular seaweed. I can imagine. Next question. Here we go. While Gone with the Wind was the top grossing film of 1939, what was the second highest earning title of that year? Was it A, The Hound of the Baskervilles? Was it B, The Wizard of Oz? Was it C, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington? Or was it D, Babes in Arms? Second highest grossing film after Gone with the Wind in 1939. A, The Hound of the Baskervilles. B, The Wizard of Oz. C, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Or D, Babes in Arms. Funky Cole Medina. Let's see. There are the links again. And holy Moses, you guys are going fast. Do the funky tut. Yeah, Steve Martin. Thomas Gordon. Hello. Adam Cavani. Adam Cavani. Ran B. What's going on? Funky Seaweed 07 from the UK. Good to have you here. Love all the new names here, man. Hopefully you guys become regulars here. We have streams overnight, all night long. Classic radio shows, and for almost 12 hours. And classic stuff all the time. The first person to get it would be, let's see, who got it first. It's not Wizard of Oz. It's not Hounds. Tab 75 draws, I think, is the first. Stop, you get copyright or strike. Trogdor. What are you talking about? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Trogdor. Tab 75 draws C. It is C, so tab 75 gets another point. But wow, not a lot of people got it. Yes, it was Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. C, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Considered by many film historians as the greatest year in the history of Hollywood. 1939 saw Gone with the Wind go on to become the top grossing film not only of that year, but for many years to come, eventually earning nearly 400 million worldwide. The other top grossing films of 1939 were Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, Jesse James, number 3, and Babe in Arms, number 4, while The Wizard of Oz came in 5th place at the box office that year. So Wizard of Oz, huh? Wizard of Oz may have gone on with merchandise and musicals and spin-offs and everything else, probably to become the most money-generating film, I think, out of all of those, in my eyes, I think. She's talking about your singing, okay. I got you, Trogdor, singing. Oh, yeah, no, I guess I should watch because they might even get you for the singing. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I'm just looking up real quick because Dragon Reborn 1982. Good to see you, Dragon Reborn 1982. I tell you what, I love that I'm seeing so many new names tonight. Trivia nights are definitely a weekly thing. Again, the next one I do will be, I'm going to put a picture up of a scene from a horror movie, and you name that movie. But anyways, I better realize, I recently watched a video that argued that 2009 was the greatest year in Hollywood. No Country for Old Men, There Will Be Blood, and other great movies. 2009. Well, you know what? I'd better realize, I think everybody would have different ideas on that. But if you take it in its whole, I mean, 1939, I mean, for horror, I think 1982 is probably the best year in history for horror. I mean, we got some very good movies. One in being The Thing, but take a list of, you know what? Me and Ted have done a stream on best movies of 1980, horror movies of 1982, the greatest year ever. The stream is there somewhere, but yes, it's subjective. Yes, CM, definitely. But you could also, he is on Discord at Funky for Patreon members. It's an awesome community. And here's the links. Here, I'll throw it in again to join the channel or join Patreon. But yes, 1982. I can't remember what we titled it, but we talked about all the horror movies that were released in 1982, and it was a crap ton, and they were all good. But let's see. Next question. Here we go. Not so far back, and a pretty easy question thrown in here. In Robert Rawson's The Hustler, what game does Paul Newman's character predominantly hustle at? What does he hustle at? Paul Newman, The Hustler. What does he hustle at? This is like so childish. I shouldn't have even read. I should have kept this one out. But anyway, I've seen 1999 mentioned in the running for best year. Yeah, again, yeah, a lot of people. And you know what? The farther, well, 1939 is far away, but let's see. The first person to get it, Dave Plouffe says poo, and then he says pool, but I got to put poo up there. So Dave Plouffe gets on the board. Way to go. Yes, it is. It's an easy question. I know. but why not throw it on there? It is a pool. Small-time New York City pool shark Fast Eddie Felsen Newman wants to break into the big time and becomes a high-stakes professional hustler in the 1961 film The Hustler, adapted from Walter Tevis' 1959 novel, also titled The Hustler. The film was shot on location at a now-defunct pool hall, McGirr's and Ames Billiard Academy. Real-life pool champ Willie Mosconi made a cameo in the film as Willie. So there you go. Enough said. Cribbage, selling insurance. He's Johnny Dollar. Craps, blackjack. I do like the selling insurance, Darren Garcia. Johnny Dollar. Color was the death of film altogether. Terrible D thinks color was the death of film altogether. I'm not going to say that. I mean, listen, I love my black and white films, but I mean, there's many classics in color. I mean, there is a good quality of color. Like say they filmed The Burbs, okay, one of my greatest comedies, horror comedies, or The Thing. How about The Thing from 1982? Imagine them filming that in black and white. I mean, you wouldn't get the blood, but tell me how good The Thing is, right? I mean, you can name any movie that's a color. But listen, I understand what you're saying because black and white films is awesome, and it's the era. You can't replicate it, you can't duplicate it, you can't even try. You can try, but even making a black and white film nowadays in 4K, I mean, it's anyways. Moving on. 2001: Space Odyssey would not work too well in black and white, no, but I get his point, and I think everybody does too. So Dave Plouffe, I think this is 1982 review with Dino and Ted. Thank you for the link. Yeah, that's probably it. I trust in you. Have won an Oscar for Cool Hand Luke, Not the Color of Money, Paul Newman. There you go. Exorcist in black and white. No. Desaturation my colors. Okay. Anyways, let's move on. Next question. Here we go. What is the job of Shirley MacLaine's character, Fran Kubelik, in 1960's The Apartment? Is it A, landlord, B, receptionist, C, custodian, or D, elevator operator? So again, a classic movie. What is the job of Shirley MacLaine's character, Fran Kubelik, in 1960's The Apartment? A, landlord, B, receptionist, C, custodian, and D elevator operator. Or Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with your. Anyways, let's see. Don't want to miss. You guys are going quick tonight, man. Secretary, escort girl, maid, B, A. Connie Clary comes in with the answer. Connie Clary gets a high boy donut from Dennis. Correct answer is D, elevator operator. In Billy Wilder's The Apartment, Jack Lemmon stars as C.C. Bud Baxter, a Manhattan insurance clerk who allows the executives at the company he works for to use his own apartment for rendezvous. In order to rise up the corporate ladder. In the meantime, he falls for Fran, an elevator operator at the same building in which he works. The Apartment was a financial success that always earned 10 Oscar nods, winning 5, including Best Picture and Director. And there you go. Yes, Shirley MacLaine fell in love. There you go. The Apartment, Jack Lemmon. Unbelievable. Let's see. The Garbage Woman, a pro wrestler. So congrats, Connie. Got the point. Um, I like the garbage woman. She also sold insurance, says Darren Garcia. Janie Dollar. Jane Dollar. When I dial my baby's number, I get a click every time. Mr. Telephone Man. What a great song, though. I mean, it's so 80s, and it's nostalgic. It wasn't, Casey Kasem's top 40. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, Shell from the block. What's going on, Shell? Good to see ya. Good to have you here. Hey, family. Yeppers, family. Family. That's what we are here. Welcome. Make sure you guys are giving a thumbs up. I don't even know where we're at. 40 thumbs up. Oh, this many people. We should definitely have. We've already been to 100 at this point at times. But yeah, give a thumbs up, you guys, if you're jumping in or you're jumping out. Definitely, yes, new edition. Next question. Here we go. Moving on. Citizen Kane. And what 1930s horror classic were the first two films to get Criterion Collection treatment? Criterion Collection is the ultimate Blu-rays, DVD releases, whatever. A, Frankenstein. B, King Kong. C, Dracula. Or D, Freaks. Which movie got from the 1930s horror classic were the first two films to get a Criterion Collection treatment, which is restoring it and making it the best possible clarity and print that you could? A, Frankenstein. B, King Kong. C, Dracula. Or D, Freaks. Let me see. A little tougher for you guys. There you go. Rosebud, 44 now. Thank you, guys. The Incredible Mr. Limpet. Such a good movie. Who got it first? Looks like, look at that. Just like that, Trogdor. You get a point, and you're tied with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people. So, Trogdor, you're on the board. One of us. Donald Duck Apple Juice. Point goes to you. Yes, it is King Kong. King Kong. It's all a blur to me. It's all a blur to Thomas Gordon. That's all he knows. Darren, I used to seriously hate Don Knotts, but now you love him. Scooby-Doo, Casey Kasem, zoinks. So yes, it's B, King Kong. Since 1984, the New York City-based Criterion Collection, Inc. has been restoring, licensing, and distributing what they consider to be important classic and contemporary films, in addition to adding significant bonus material to their versions of each title they release. The first two films to receive the Criterion touch were 1949's Citizen Kane, 1933's King Kong, the latter of which often regarded as the greatest horror movie of all time. Some will argue that King Kong's not a horror film, and I'm like, yes, it is. It's got a monster in it, a giant ape. Some people say it's creature features. Listen, creature features are horror films. So, with that said, King Kong is a horror movie. And with that said, also, if you're into physical media like Blu-rays, DVDs, VHS, Laserdisc, whatever, it really does matter what print you get, okay? Because Criterion does some of the best work, restoring films to as close to 4K as they possibly can. It's just what they do. It's their thing, and they do really well. Trogdor, Kaiju, yes. Gamera. Connie Hilton says the turtle game. Yes, turtles for Denny. Turtle. Always put a turtle in there. Never forget a High Boy Donuts or a Donald Duck Apple Juice. Love creature feature. Listen, it would be nice to be able to have the money to get the set and put on a show like that and show movies. I'm glad they got the money to do it and are able to continue on and show movies here. But yeah, it takes money to be able to do that. And listen, I'm not taking away from the hosts in Tangela, and I love the Butler. You know, they do a great job on YouTube. But again, I would love to do that. If I could put the money into a set and host my movies in a similar vein, I would do it. But it takes money. So anyways, with that said, Criterion Collection is the best. Yes, wide as I. Hong Kong Phooey, quicker than the average dog. King Kong has a screaming girl, so that doesn't make it horror movie, a major horror movie. Yeah, Donkey Kong. Okay, anyways, moving on to the next question. Oh, geez. Who starred as nightclub owner Rick Blaine in the 1940 Michael Curtis classic Casablanca? Another toss-up. Who starred as nightclub owner Rick Blaine in the 1942 Michael Curtis classic Casablanca? Dope! Mr. Livingston, Vincent Antangela. How'd I know you would know that, Connie? But yes. Connie Clary is a lover of the horror host too. Listen, I wish I could do that. But again, to be able to be given a set like that of money to produce the shows, yes. Anyways, am I jealous? Maybe a little bit. Yes, I'd better realize comes in first. Yeah, it takes money, so everybody pony up some super chats. Herb Bush. Yes, Herb Ush. It does. And again, I think for many years now, I've been trying to build it up enough. There's a goal on Patreon, and I think I'm at like 30%. Listen, reach a point, and yes, that's the goal. That's the goal. I would love to do that. It's still not out of the question, but I'd better realize gets it, because yes, it is. It is Humphrey Bogart. I mean, come on. I'd better realize. I think you're on the board. No, you are now. I'm running out of room. I'd better realize so many people coming in with points this evening. Humphrey Bogart C. Although he was nominated for Best Actor for the 16th Annual Academy Awards for his role in Casablanca, the award ended up going to Paul Lucas for Watch on the Rhine. We all remember that one, right? The iconic black and white film did, however, walk away with Best Picture, Director, and Screenplay. Casablanca, which was filmed in sequence on a budget of over $1 million, was based on Everybody Comes to Rick's, an unproduced play by Murray Burnett and Joan Allison. So there you go. Unreal. And I'd better realize, congratulations there. That guy from Bold Venture, yes, Rand B, along with Lauren Bacall in Bold Venture, old time radio show, you guys. If you haven't heard it, check it out on the channel. Got all the episodes streamed. Colonel Crypto, what is going on? Good to see you. Absolutely, Colonel, back at you. Yes, everybody's saying hi. I have one. I'm set for the evening. Good things. Adam for Christ, what is going on? Good to see you, my friend. Okay, moving on. Hello, Adam. Hello, Adam. Says JLR. Confused Reviews. Get a look at the mighty Mr. 100K. Not quite yet. Not quite yet, Luke from Confused Reviews, who does his animated movie reviews and more. Venturing, I think he's got a whole new year going on. In the presence of royalty? I don't think so. But I tell you what, a quick bit of history and note with Confused Reviews. I knew him when he was a youngin', like 7 years ago. And when I had like maybe not even 1,000 subscribers. And he was on a couple streams in the very beginning. And listen, we've collabed many times over the past 7-8 years. Is it going on now? Oh my God, how time flies. But the great Confused Reviews, Luke, will always be a part of my YouTube life and history. So Luke, thank you. Much appreciated, my friend. Really, really do appreciate it. And listen, you've got nothing to sneeze at, my friend. What you do over there, putting together movie reviews in the way that you do, time consuming, but yes, very, very good stuff. He knew me for 7 years when I was 8, and now I'm 45. Time flies. Not listen. You don't even show your face on camera, which that's got to change. But anyways, moving on. You're so close to 100K, Dino. Remember us when you get that sweet play button. Remember us. Where am I going? I mean, we'll continue the journey as long as we can. Black Roses. I don't know how quickly it'll happen, but listen, I just passed 98K, and yeah, it's creeping, creeping, creeping. So with that said, let's move on. Thumbs up. Yes, thank you, Darren Garcia. Always, always, always hit that thumbs up. Next question, going on to classic movie trivia tonight. Here we go. Next question. Be ready. What does Steve McQueen escape from in the 1963 John Sturges film, The Great Escape? Throwing it out there. No need for an A, B, C, or D because that's so simple. What does Steve McQueen escape from in the 1963 John Sturges film, The Great Escape? There you go. Likewise, my friend says, Confused Reviews, glad to see the insane progress we both made, and we'll keep trucking till they force us off the stage. Well said. Well said, Luke. Well said. They have to force us off. Hey, which happened maybe a couple times. But anyways, German prison camp, a slow death prison. Are you guys okay? Let's see who got it first here. Oh, hold on. John Victor. Yeah, a slow death. Yes, yes. I am sorry, you guys. I don't know how long this is going to go on. My stream has been interrupted. I'm in no danger. It goes off all the time. I'm sorry if that's hurting anybody's ears. My ears is killing me. Yeah, go get my water. I'll be back.